All right, everyone, we're back. That was amazing getting to see Sarah again. Even though she's asleep, she'll see this when she gets up. And now I'd love to welcome our last speaker for the day, Catherine Brown. So I'm going to let her in right now and we can say hello. There she is. Hi, Catherine.
Hello, how are you?
I'm wonderful. I'm so happy to have you here today.
It's so wonderful to be here. Thank you so much for inviting me and allowing me into the space.
Oh my gosh, of course. So, for all of you who don't know Catherine, this is Catherine Brown. She is a health, wealth, and resilience coach. She's also a plant based healer. Good intention. Love it. No, you're good. I love the technology. She comes from a long background in the corporate world where she worked for MasterCard and mortgage brokers and even the federal government of Canada. And so she's had this very traditional background, and now she's really taking that leap and creating this business where she can help heal people through plants. And really, her purpose is to support women to break through their past traumas, their limiting beliefs, and to really just rise from that. So, welcome, Catherine. So happy to have you here.
Thank you so much. I'm honored to be here.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it's been quite the journey for me. And the reason that I decided to go like on this path is because um, everything else didn't seem to be working. And I wanted to open up space for more opportunity. And I felt like the corporate world, for me, there wasn't much opportunity for growth for me. And also, I want to be of service to other people. I know that I had a lot of healing to do, and I still have a lot of healing to do. So I could just imagine what other people in the world need to do to help themselves heal so that they can live lives of flourish and abundance and love, really. And so my journey to this time has been my own healing journey. I went on a very long healing journey, and it's been quite eye-opening. It's been really hard, and it's been really good because with every breakdown that I've had a really big breakthrough. So and for me to do that, it's just opened up so many opportunities. Like, I was literally at my end in October, November of last year. So I had a lot of stressful moments. I mean, throughout my whole life, but then um, so I was adopted, and I had found out, like, my adopted father was that there was this image of who he was in all the paperwork. And so that's the story I had my whole life. And then it turned out that it wasn't the story anymore.
Wow.
And I had a huge healing journey from just that. Like, I lost an identity. So
Right.
when that happened, like, I basically lost my identity. I thought that he was this Greek man, and it turns out it was a lie, that I'm actually the product of a rape. And I found out that in the summer of last year. So I lost a really big portion of even though I didn't know him,
Right.
I lost that portion of my identity. And then fast forward to October, I moved from Ontario to British Columbia to be close to all my family. And my work of 18 years, my corporate job, decides that they want to push me out onto employment insurance. And I've never collected employment insurance in my life. And I've worked on and off since I was 16. And then with this job, 18 years. So I literally lost another identity. And it basically brought me to my knees, and I prayed. And because I said, if this is my life, and my life, there's lots of things prior to that, lots of journeys of healing prior to that. But I just basically said, if this is my life, I don't want it. But if it is, take over. And that's when I surrendered, and I handed the wheel over to God. And as soon as I did that, my whole world opened up. I got my job back. I started in doing a challenge, and that opened up doors for me, and I got into leadership programs and different kinds of other programs. I started my Purium business, which is superfoods, and something that's really close to me because I believe when we heal, we also heal on our insides as well. So everything's on a cellular level. So
That's amazing. And you have such a rich background because, you were a pro athlete, right? And then you went into corporate and all these things. And so I'm sure the health and wellness ties back to something that's been in you forever, really, right? Or
yeah.
it all come together.
Yes. I mean, even though in my traumatized portions of my life, I did go to drugs and alcohol, and I did sway that way. But I was also numbing. I figured out, I realized that I was numbing myself. And now that I literally know what it feels like to fall to my knees and want to die, but I also know what it feels like to fall to my knees and want to live.
Wow.
And that's what I want to bring to the world. I want people to realize that no matter how far down you go, you can rise right back up and shine, and you can have abundance, and you can be surrounded by like-minded people who are just as powerful and want to change the world and want to bring goodness. It's just a beautiful place to be. And I'm so blessed to be surrounded by so many wonderful, wonderful, beautiful souls.
Oh my goodness. I love that, Catherine. And I just love there's such a theme today of resilience and strength and overcoming. And I love that because that's so important. I think that we don't just, create a business or have an idea. We really have to go through a personal journey, especially
Yes.
if we're doing it from our hearts.
Exactly.
So tell me, what is your vision? What is your purpose now as you're looking to the future?
Well, as you know, I'm embarking on this entrepreneur journey, and I'm all the steps are coming into place, and I'm being guided. And my journey, my vision is to bring as much love and just help others to see that there's more outside of what we've been told. And I'm still in the midst of it. I'm actually getting baptized on Sunday. So I've had another big growth thing about self-love and being open to receiving love and all of that. So I have so much love to give, and I want to open. Basically what I want to do is help others to. I want to ignite the love in others and the passion in others so that they can stand in their power. That is my vision.
That's amazing. And how did you know that that's what you were meant to do? How did you go from doing a job to actually standing in that truth?
Um, Throughout my whole life, I've had people come to me, and they would open up about things happening in their lives. They would come to me just to speak about things, but I was always that person that they felt safe with, and that they could trust in the things that they were telling me. And they know, and a lot of them know what I came from and where I've been and how I've got here. So it's they see the strength in me, and they know that it's real. I'm authentic. I speak my truth, and I speak my story without hiding. And I wanted to bring that to the world as well. I want people to feel safe in telling their stories, because when we tell our stories, we heal, and then it opens the doors for others to heal as well.
Wow. I love that. And I'm so grateful that you're sharing about, everyone opening up because that's what I really want from this is for everyone to feel like they can be a part of this and we can all rise together, you know. But I'm really curious what it is that you do with your superfoods and how you heal people that way. I really want to learn more about that.
Well, that was just another aspect that actually just came into it basically got aligned with me. So because I was already on this path of wanting to help and heal and support people, this came into my life, which is really good. It just really aligned with what I was doing already, and wanting to bring, I never knew how good I could feel until I could feel this good.
Mm,
And with the superfoods, I'm going to say a program, but basically they start everyone starts off on a cleanse, and it's not a deprivative cleanse. It's like you get to eat foods, and
yeah.
you can still you don't feel hungry, and it's not supplements that you're taking. It's actual real live foods that you're taking in.
Mm,
And to me, I call it life force energy, because it's the most live food, unless you're eating it right from the vine or the picking it. It's the most live food you can actually have. So it's really refueling your body after it cleanses out. We cleanse it out with get the glyphosate out of the body, which is in all pesticides. It's in all most of our foods, and it's causing trauma and havoc on our guts, on our cells, and everything. So once we clean that out, we can start fueling it back with the really good organic, nutrient dense superfoods. So I've been on that path since February, and I feel that it just complements what I'm already doing. Like when we heal our insides, and now we're nourishing our insides with good, nutritious, valuable food.
Yes.
And it just enhances everything. Ever since then, like I have more clarity. And I believe that I'm going through a healing process even faster than I was before. Like things are coming up and I'm able to transform through them a little bit faster than I would have in the past.
That's incredible.
So,
I know
yeah.
that there are several of us in this event who choose to eat, very healthy, nutritious, real foods. I have someone tomorrow who he's all about that as well.
Yeah.
So you're in very good company. And I'm curious that, you know, that whole trajectory, the journey, right, between, you know, choosing jobs and then moving into finding your power. I mean, when was the first time that you really knew that you wanted to make a difference more than just doing a job, right? When did that spark for you?
I believe I've had that spark in me my whole life. I always like, so through my life, I've had moments where I didn't want to live. And in that moment, I could hear that voice saying, no, you've got something big to do. So I always felt like I had something big to do. I just didn't know what it was. And as I opened the doors to healing to myself and understood my whole path, like I have no resentment or any like all I have is love for my whole path. Like that's all I can say is that no matter how traumatizing things were, no matter how hard it was, no matter where I went through, what I went through in my life, I can see the whole picture now and I can see why these things happened. And so having that feeling and that knowing of me being for something big, like it's always been in me. And it's just amplified the more and more I started healing myself.
Amazing. So now you're creating, you're
Yes.
growing this business, you're supporting people, you're connecting with others, you're creating this purpose, this mission in the world. What's the biggest challenge you're facing in business building? What's that been like for you?
Getting past my own limiting beliefs has been one of the most challenging because, you're set in your security of your full-time job. And also because I've been there for 18 years. Before, when I was younger, I would just like, okay, this job isn't serving me anymore. I'm going on to the next. And now it's like you kind of get in your comfort, it's comfort. And but I know that there's more out there than that. And I know that I'll be taken care of if I just let go and surrender, right? We are always taken care of when we let go and surrender. Things will come into place. We may not know that, we may not see the path of it, but it always happens. And I get to learn to trust myself with that and trust the process. So
Yes. Amazing. So it's really not the specifics of what you do or who you write to, but it's really just those feelings of, am I good enough to do this? To help
yes.
people, to put myself out there, all of that, right?
Yes. So it's more of my own limiting beliefs and because of the things that have traumatized me in my life, being brought down so many times and how to rebuild myself back up. So it was a constant struggle. So it's just reprogramming our own minds and just moving forward and in order to do that, good ways of doing that are journaling and just doing things that you really enjoy and kind of shifting the energy from that thought and changing into thinking about something that you actually accomplished. So if I'm thinking that I can't do something, then I'll be like, but I did this. So I'm changing my thought process around that.
Got it. Got it.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, what is your new, outlook? How did you switch from, feeling like a victim? How do you feel now? What is that new mentality that you've, taken on?
I basically left victim behind the line and like it's behind the line, it's no longer with me. That I am capable that I am here to make a difference, and that I am loved and people love me, and that we are all powerful. We all have a purpose, and there's going to be things that and people and places and things that come into our lives that try to take that away from us. But we just have to remember, we get to remember that we are here for a purpose. We went through these things because we were able to. We had this, we were given, we have strength in us that we didn't even know that we had until we actually sat back and went, wow, I've been through a lot, you know? And yeah, so we just, yeah.
I love that. So if someone were to come to you and they wanted your help, what types of people would you serve? And then what would you help them with? What does that look like?
Well, I would first like listen to where they are, where they're at, and see if it's something that I could support them in. Um, Everyone is at a different stage in their lives, and it depends on what they're looking for. And but I am open to offering a one-on-one consultation if you're wanting an introduction to superfoods,
Yes.
and in an introduction to anything that I am doing, I am offering that. So
Yes, thank you. I know I'm so excited to give everyone that the one-on-one with you about superfoods. And what do superfoods do for us? What would happen if we introduce those into our lives?
they are life changing. Well, they have been for me and many of my friends. You get more clarity. Your mind, your space in your mind opens up. Better sleep, better gut health. You're able to eat things and not have the reactions like bloatness, IBS, and irritability, and things like that. And your skin, like I'm 48 years old and
I
I don't
know.
have any work done. I've never had any work done. And I used to wake up. So we have this one thing that's called apothecary, and it's tart cherry juice. And you take it before you sleep, and it actually helps your body to create its own melatonin so that you have a restful sleep. So I've been given the other melatonin pills, and they were so like I felt groggy after them. This, when I wake up, I don't have any lines in the middle of my forehead like I used to do. Wake up rested and ready to take on the day. So there's many benefits to superfoods. They have ones like for kids, for adults, for the dogs even. So it's just yeah, it's a really, they have stuff for people who work out.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So the
And
benefits.
cravings go away. I don't have cravings anymore. I used to
Oh,
eat,
really?
yeah, I used to snack on sweets and salt all the time. And I literally snacked up into the day I first did my first cleanse. And now I just I do maintenance with the regular shakes and stuff. Each shake is like 6 nutrient dense salads. And I mean, I know I can't eat six nutrient dense salads in a day.
No.
So ever since I started, I don't, anytime I eat something, it's because I'm choosing to. My body doesn't have it doesn't control me anymore. So that's, yeah, it's beautiful.
So it would be best for people who want to feel happier, healthier. I'm trying to think what are some of the biggest issues that could be solved with this, right? Like
Yeah,
who would need this most?
it would be people who have skin problems, like people's eczema have like cleared up, gut issues, like they could have leaky gut. So people who have sleep issues, it helps a variety of different kinds of yeah, it's an all round maintenance for our body. So you know how we take our cars in to get maintenance, and it's basically like we take care of our insides, and then it shows on the outside.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
incredible. That's amazing. Well, I'm going to put the link in right now for a
Okay.
one-on-one
Amazing.
so that everyone can experience that with you, which I'm
Yes, I look forward to meeting with anyone that is interested in that. It's very exciting.
Yes, absolutely. I'm so excited. Catherine is amazing. She has her Instagram as well there that you can look at with all of her plant-based healing. And I'm just so grateful to have you here. You're such a beautiful soul. You're so brave and strong and such an inspiration to so many. Is there anything else that you really want to share with everyone?
Just know that at any age, anything is possible. Everything's 100% possible 100% of the time. So
Wow.
You can make dreams come true at any time.
That is so beautiful. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you
Catherine,
so
for
much.
being here. Thank you.
I love you.
I love you too. I'll
Have a
talk to
beautiful day.
you. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Well, that